Hi everyone, and welcome to another great car here on the Car Reviews podcast with CollectorCarCanada.ca. Today we have a 1999 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, and this comes with the WS6 package. So a 5.7 liter V8 engine, LS1 engine, good for 320 horsepower. It's equipped with a 6-speed manual, so manual transmission, 6 speeds, and all that power heads back to the rear wheels. You can see the chromey 5-spoke rims, original from 1999. I'll try to show you when we walk around the car, but you can pick out the WS6 package by the center caps. There's also a WS6 badge on the rear deck by the tail lights. So let's do our normal thing. I'll give the car a start and we'll listen to it. I don't think I mentioned this is going to be lot 259 on CollectorCarCanada.ca. So check our detailed listing. About 200 photos, about a dozen videos, our normal paragraph form listing, and of course this review video on lot 259 on CollectorCarCanada.ca. So on with the startup. Okay, easy start, no trouble at all. I'll mention that the car is now in the 159s for mileage. I should say kilometrage. So Canadian market car, I see a speedometer topping out at 250 kilometers per hour. And the current reading on the odometer is 159,532. So this car is going to its new owner at under 160,000 kilometers. So I'll head over to where the camera is that you're seeing me from, and we'll take a closer look at the engine compartment and take a listen to the exhaust. I'll release that hood. So we're in a rural area just outside of Carleton Place, Ontario. It's known as Innisville, not to be confused with Innisfil up by Barrie. And I only mention that because, we're in somewhat tight quarters. All the neighbors seem to be happy and getting along with each other. But a little bit tight for shooting the video, which I think we're going to persevere through. So a good look at the LS1 V8. Again, 5.7 liters, good for 320 horsepower out of the factory. So let's get in close and listen to those belts. So you can see this ram air decal. That relates to the air intake. It's a functional ram air hood, and that's where the air comes in to feed that 5.7 liter. We'll get a good look at it from the outside when the hood gets closed. One other detail I noticed is that despite the car being, 1999, that'd make it 26 years old, the owner has stayed true to original, and he's running an AC Delco battery. But yeah, a tidy compartment, not messed with, not modified. The current owner's had the car 20 years, and he bought from the original owner down in Windsor, Ontario. One more look at those belts and a listen. And let's head on back to the rear so we can have a listen to that exhaust. While I'm thinking of it, the 5-spoke chrome wheel in place, and there's that WS6 emblem on the wheel. And while I'm thinking of it, here it is below the right side tail light. So the WS6 comes with a little more juice in the engine, as well as a slightly different suspension components for better handling than the base Trans Am. So let's get a listen to that exhaust. Product, you're probably noting those exhaust pipes do not look stock. Exhaust has been upgraded to a stainless steel boreless system. So I think we're done with the engine running. I'm gonna shut her down, and I'll close that hood, and we'll take a look at this ram air intake system. So you can see the air travels in through here, and it'll be fed into this part of the engine. So here's the snout of the ram air system. Either side of it has that ram air logo. So we've got a black finish on what GM calls very dark gray leather interior. And I'm not going to demonstrate them on this CR video, car review video, but we do show the headlights in the up position on the detailed listing. Again, lot 258 on collectorcarcanada.ca. So either side has two lights, as well as that round opening. Just this side of the license plate is a set of fog lights. And I'll make my way to the wheel closest the driver. The owner's got the car outfitted in a set of Uniroyal Tiger Paw tires. I see that they're 275/40 ZR17 all the way around, and they're W rated for speed rating. 4-wheel disc brakes, anti-lock system, and there's a look at the caliper exposed through the 5-spoke wheel. And there's a bit of a look down the side of the car. You'll note a Trans Am emblem below that rub strip, just to differentiate it from the stock Firebirds. Again, this is more than a stock Trans Am too, with the WS6 package. Here's a look at the unspoiled VIN. You'll find that, of course, on our detailed listing. Working our way around. It's a matching set of 4 tires, the Uniroyal Tire Paws, again W rated at 275/40 ZR17 all the way around with a W rating. We've got the top down on this convertible right now, and we do show it in operation both up and down on the detailed listing by video. And right now you'll see that we have this, I'll call it a parade boot. It's a 3-piece plastic system that just sort of fits into place without too much trouble at all. So here's a look at the rear of the car. A big spoiler with that third brake light in the center of the spoiler. That WS6 emblem again below the right tail light. And the Trans Am emblem in the center over the Pontiac embossed bumper cover. Good look at those 4 Borla pipes. So dual exhaust with 4 exits. Working our way around. Let's take a close look at those wheels. I didn't check closely for a curb rash, but I'd like to do that for you. Driver's front, I don't see any curb rash. Driver's rear, again, the wheel looks good. While we were doing our photos earlier, I remarked to the owner that the glass looked original. I saw the same Easy Cool emblem on all 4 panes, and he said, well, it's all original. I don't think it's quite all original with that exhaust, but certainly the original wheels. And on this one, I do note a bit of curb rash here. You can see that on the picture. And the Tiger Paw W rated up front on the passenger side. A slight bit there as well, but there's a good look at the wheels. Now this car's been cleaned recently, but I guess it's a danger of living rurally with the dirt road just off the highway here. We're just off Highway 7, and so it's acquired a little bit of dust since its last wash earlier in the week. But there's a good look, sort of 1/4 from the passenger side, and a straight on look. Get a better look at those round fog lights on either side of the license plate, and then the pop-ups on either side of the ram air intake system. We'll move on to the inside now. So again, GM calls this interior dark gray leather, and so it's somewhat a compliment. It's not a direct match to the black, but pretty subdued, pretty understated look. This owner's been driving with the top down. There's a bit of dust on the interior. Danger of driving, a hazard, I suppose, of having a convertible and enjoying it. But we've got that 250 km/h speedometer, centrally mounted with a tachometer maxing out at 7,000 and 6,000 red line to its left. Farther to the left, we've got a coolant temp gauge and an oil temp gauge. Over on the right, an amp meter, or sorry, a voltmeter rather, and the fuel gauge. Again, the odometer reads under 160,000. It's digital and 6 digits. So we don't have the key in the ignition right now. It's not lit up, but you can check our detailed listing for lot 258 to take a look. Over here, we've got controls for the lights. The bottom sort of residential light switch looking thing on its side is for the fogs, and that yellow button is for the rear trunk release. Full power group as you'd expect on a WS6. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all demonstrated by video on our detailed listing. And one thing that is not stock here is there's a JVC in-dash CD player with AM FM radio. Air conditioning, we did check the air conditioning. It was blowing cold when we shot photos and videos earlier. There's a good look at the 6-speed shifter. The shift patterns indicated right there. Got a traction control switch on the right, and the switch on the left is for the power top. There's a cigar lighter as well as an accessory 12-volt outlet here. This owner says he's going to take the change in the ashtray before he leaves, but I wanted to show you that the ashtray is nice and clean. And a cup holder here in the center. Good look at the passenger door. You can see 2 speakers sort of at the front of the door, as well as the power window and power lock controls. SRS for supplemental restraint system. So the car's got airbags for both of the front occupants. And we'll take a look at the rear seat. Not a huge rear seat as you'd expect. Not sure if this power seat goes without. Oh yeah, the power seat goes without the key ring. There's a set of mats back here for the 2 occupants in the rear, and kind of more of a bucket seat style. 1 piece for the backrests, and the seats are individualized, but not bad space for the rear. And this 2+2 convertible, and a cup holder for each of the rear occupants. There are some personal effects in the trunk, so I'm not going to open it up right now, but we do have photos of it in our detailed listing for lot 258. So here's a good look from the rear of the black on very dark gray WS6 Trans Am convertible with 6-speed transmission. Working our way around. A well-kept car. At 160K, I think an LS1 is built for a lot longer than that, and it's healthy. Certainly, you can take a look at the driving videos we shot earlier today. We put those on the detailed listing. There's also a startup video, so you can hear the engine both at idle and under load. So that about wraps up our tour. I think we'll move now to some closing thoughts. So with the spoiler and the honeycomb style pattern tail lights, and well, you don't see them right now, but the cover for the parade boot for the covers the convertible top, and that Borla exhaust. I kind of like the rear of this Trans Am WS6, so we decided to shoot the closing thoughts from back here. So again, this one is a 1999 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am convertible with a 6-speed manual transmission in the WS6 form. So again, that 5.7 liter LS1 in the WS6 was good for 320 horsepower as a factory rating, and that 6-speed manual gets the power to the rear wheels only. And I think that'll about do it for this black on very dark gray Trans Am WS6. Again, it's a 99, and it's going to its new owner with under 160,000 kilometers. Please take a look at our detailed listing again at lot 259, and you'll find lots more information there. Detailed paragraph form write-up, about 200 photos, I haven't counted them up just yet, and about 10 videos as well as a Carfax report and a lot of further information. Please do take a look. So I thank you for watching, and we're going to move on to the next car.